Why did we stop accepting free food and sponsored events? In this video, we're gonna take a deep dive. And for dinner today, I've bought a Birria KrunchWrap from the Past Kitchen. They're an awesome Mexican food truck down here in Orlando. If you haven't tried them out, I definitely recommend them. I had them before. This was way before I used to rate food. So I don't know what rating I would give it. I don't remember. I know it's really good, but let's narrow it down and let's chat. This is the KrunchWrap. Flour tortilla, rice, cheese, sour cream, black beans, birria beef, pico de gallo, queso, and fried chips. This is looking mighty delicious, I have to say. Let me grab a bite before we start. But let me say one thing though. Nothing is free. There's always strings attached. Dipping this into the queso. That looks amazing. Ooey and gooey. Let's take a bite. Oh man. It's super savory. The beef is nice and tender. The queso is actually pretty good. It has a little bit of kick. It has a crunchy tortilla shell inside here. You can see the pico de gallo. This has a ton of flavor. Let me dip it in the consommé. Here we go. I know everybody likes to see the drip. Drip, drip. Let's get a bite. All right, let's get down to business. So we stopped accepting free food or sponsored event collaborations at the beginning of this year, 2023. We're now on our third year on YouTube. I want to thank everybody for all of their support. I really appreciate it. The channel is growing slowly, but it's growing. They say sometimes it could take up to a decade, so I'm in it for the long haul. Back to the topic at hand, and I really want to get this information out there because a lot of businesses do reach out to us. We attended about 3 to 4 sponsored events back in 2022, towards the later half, I believe, of our second year on YouTube. And it's not what I thought it would be. And at the time we thought, okay, yeah, we get free food, we'll get free content, it'll be great, it'll be the best thing in the world, but it's not. The businesses need content creators to help market their business, whether it be hotels, restaurants, whatever, auto detailing, whatever kind of business people have, they need content creators. They either become content creators themselves or they seek out content creators to help them out with that aspect. Now, we did have some good experiences. Some of the places we visited, we had a great time. We did enjoy it. But there are some bad apples out there, and that kind of left a sour taste in our mouths. And because of this, we kind of had to shift gears a little bit from, you've probably noticed in our earlier videos, we like to interview the owners, kind of film more inside the restaurants, and our videos have kind of changed a bit into more like a vlog style of filming. So some of the places, some of the businesses when you visit, and I film there, you know, they agree to everything, we have a great time there, possibly. Later on, they are, I don't know, they feel entitled, like we're like their employees, and they're, you know, texting me or DMing me on Instagram, asking us when we're gonna post a video, what time we're gonna post a video, or, you know, I tell them, oh, I'm editing, it's gonna take a while, take a few days, could take a week, but they're still very, you know, persistent. I don't get it, you know. If I tell you the video will be out in a week or two, I need time. I have a full-time job. We also have household needs like everyone else on this planet. Filming could sometimes take me an hour to 2 hours, and what you get is like a 5 to 10 minute video, or if it's a reel or a short, you know, it takes a lot of planning, budgeting, research, kind of filming the angle of how we want to show the video. There's a lot involved, more than I thought too. When I first started YouTube, I thought, oh, it was simple. You know, everybody just, you can just film and you talk a little bit. Okay, let me give you a camera and you do it in the middle of a crowded, you know, space. It's not that easy. It's nerve-wracking. I get nervous all the time, but I just kind of deal with it and do it because I need the footage for the video. It's actual public speaking. You are speaking in public in the middle of an open space with a lot of strangers. And yeah, people look all the time. They want to see what's going on, and that's understandable. I also have on the back of my shirt has the name of the channel because I know a lot of people have written to me, oh, I saw you, I looked up your channel based on your t-shirt. So I think that helps get us a little bit of exposure when we're out in the wild. And so essentially it is a lot of work, but you know, you're getting like a $10 to $20 plate of food. For all of this work, this could take 2 to 4 hours. It takes me an hour or two to edit a short. An actual YouTube video takes me much longer. We go through kind of like, how many hours can I say it takes us? It's kind of like a 2-day process because we edit the video, we do like preliminary cuts of the video, and then we go back and refine it, add sound effects, add music, and then we have to edit the thumbnail in Photoshop as well. So there is a lot involved. It's not as, you know, simple 1, 2, 3, or it's nothing. I didn't know anything about filming. I still don't. I just, you know, I purchased a Sony ZV-1 for filming. We upgraded our camera from the DJI Pocket. DJI Pocket 2 is the one we had. And it took me a while to learn how to edit as well. Then I taught my daughter how to edit. She's kind of taken over that role of our content release schedule and editing the videos. Now really I just Photoshop the thumbnails, do a little of the SEO and metadata. So with that aspect, I'm not as heavily involved as I used to be. I do most of the talking and filming, but I do get help from my wife and daughter with that as well, a lot of help. I couldn't do this without them. It would be very difficult. I don't know how a lot of vloggers do it on their own. They have some sort of system set up that I don't know about. I'd like to know what that is so I can mimic it. Another thing is that when you visit these places and they're like, okay, come visit us, we'll do sort of like a barter collaboration in exchange for free food. I don't know if it's like the places that reached out to us, but they seemed upset. Like, okay, we're giving you free food. Like, you know, I didn't ask for it. I'm not going around asking for free food. I have a good career. I'm looking at this like possibly a second career, or right now it's like a nice hobby. We are monetized, when was it? Going into year 2, we got monetized, started making a little money monthly. Now we actually make back what we spent. We don't really feel the need to put ourselves into that situation again. It's very uncomfortable. It's very stressful for us. That's really what it is. Very stressful. I know that it is for some people, influencers, right? I know we're influencers in a way, but I don't consider us influencers because to me, an influencer, you know, you get like a free product or service, and then your job or your role is to promote it to the world. Now, also you may hate it or not, but you received it and you're kind of like in a sticky situation. I want to say have to, or maybe I should say you should recommend it based on what you received. That's, you know, kind of how the deal goes. I know people, but it's just something that's not for us. We put a lot of time and effort into the videos. I try to make each video unique and entertaining. I give it a lot of thought too. I kind of have it in my mind how the end video will look before we've even started filming. Weeks before, I have it in my mind. I'm like, yeah, that video, okay, I'm playing it out. That video's good. The video's gonna be good. It's funny. It's got a lot of things going on. You know, it's gonna be entertaining. So what I like to say is that we're YouTubers. We are food critics. You know, that is really what I want to do at this time with this channel. We want to show you amazing food and give you some sort of entertainment. So essentially it comes down to this. We do not enjoy doing those free or barter collaborations. I feel like it adds a layer that limits me. I would like to be free with my creativity, with how I want to show the food, with being honest if I like it or not based on my taste buds. Did I enjoy the food? And I want to give it a rating so you guys know exactly how much I liked it. So if I love something, if I really enjoy it, it could be an 8, it could be a 7, something that I would eat often, right? It doesn't always have to be a 10. I don't usually give 10s. I do 9.8, and if it's really amazing, I'll say 11 out of 10. And that's kind of my rating scale. I want to be able to edit whenever I have time, whenever I feel like it. You know, I have some free time, okay, let me edit a little bit. I know I have to release a video this week. I have 7 days to edit. Nobody's harassing me, nobody's bugging us. I know YouTube, and when you look up how to promote or how to grow your YouTube channel, everybody always recommends collaborations. We try to do collaborations with other YouTubers, with other folks on social media, and you know, people are just not responsive, they're not interested, or they'll say yes, they don't really mean it, they're just being friendly. And that's been our experience with it, so we kind of stopped sort of reaching out to other social media folks to see if they'd be interested in collaborating. And that's all. That's everything we wanted to get out there. We have an amazing lineup coming up over the next month or two. Right now we have two shorts filmed that should be releasing pretty soon. I think one will release before this video. We're gonna film this weekend. It's a spot I keep driving by, and I know I have to film it. I know the world needs to see it. They're very friendly. I haven't tried the food there yet, but I did have a fresh coconut there. Fresh coconut water. Amazing. They keep them nice and cold. Can't wait to show you guys. Stay tuned for next week. Eat, drink, and be merry. One last thing, that crunch wrap was an 8.5. What are you waiting for?